We have just arrived today. It's late. We had loads of chores this morning, so we're doing an afternoon session today. We are both using Equinoxes. Nice breeze, and just about to fire up and see how we get on. Hopefully I'll be back with some finds in a minute or two. Hello, I've got a couple of things to show you. So this is my first target for the day. I've got a metal thing here which we'll talk about in a minute, but before that, so hang on, move that. It's in this hole. I've just dug this hole and kicked out the first spoil, and just here is a find. Well, I say it's a find, it's actually a fossil, and it's part of a fossil. This should have been a complete circle here, tapering off to a narrower point, and this is a fossil of a creature that lived in the sea. I believe it's the Cretaceous period, going into the Jurassic period, so it's a broad range. I think it's anything from like 200 million years to 66 million years old, and this was once a squid-like creature called a belemnite that lived in the sea, and this was the core of his body, and his kind of head area was here, and this area here would have had little tentacle things. Not really my subject, but I'm still taking it home. So that's quite nice. And then the actual find itself was this. Again, I'm going to have to put a still up. Ooh, this is so tiny. Right, can you see that? That is a Roman coin. That's called a minimum, and I believe that must be where the word minimum comes from, as in the least. And it's a tiny Roman coin. I'm going to get my phone out and do a macro shot on that and see if there's any details. If there is, you will be looking at them now as we speak. So that was like buy one get one free. That was a twofer. I got 2 for 1. I got a bit of a fossil and I got a Roman coin. That was very nice. So I'll put that in my bag and we'll carry on. Ah, look. Okay. You see that? Oh, turn off. That looks like a button. Oh, that's a lovely little imprint. Look at that little imprint. So we have got a button. Let's hope we've got a pattern on it. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that, all shiny and lovely. Looks like a little anchor. Probably some naval uniform button, possibly. Oh, that's so lovely. Look at that shining in the sun. You see that glinting? Ooh. Well, if you're watching this and you've got a bit of knowledge on uniforms and liveries and buttons, which again is a bit like the fossil in the last clip, I'm not overly up on it, but that is really pretty. I can see it just here. Oh, it's getting some sun. It's a little Roman coin. Don't think I'm going to find much detail on that. No, it's seen better days. It's like wafering away. It's very thin actually for a grot. It's really thin. It feels like it should be a hammered, but it's not. Yeah, it is Roman, and it is a Roman coin, but it looks a little bit sad. So today I'm working up this hard edge, like I'm hugging it to the hedge, and normally this strip going up there, this is what we call the headlands, and this is where the tractors and the farmers do all their toing and throwing, and the ground is incredibly compacted. Oh, look at that. And so it's normally really hard to dig this area. I think that's the front of the military button. It's normally really hard to dig this area because the ground is so compacted, but for the last 24, nearly 30 odd hours in Norfolk, we've had nothing but rain. I mean, it is poured down, which is brilliant, because now this area all the way up, I'm going to go all the way up, then all the way around, and then all the way around the bottom, and then pick up from where I left off. That's my plan today. It's easy to dig. It's really nice, actually. It's quite pleasurable. So this little button front, so we've got the line and the unicorn, both on their back feet, with a wreath and a little bit of Latin, which I will put the translation up, and a crown. So that's quite nice. Modern, Second World War, but it's to be expected on this site, because I explained in a previous video that this field has 2 World War II pillboxes, and so to find military buttons and insignias is quite expected on here. Huh. Look. Is that a bugle? Bugle? I think it is. A bit of straw. Just poke that out of there. Well, do you know what I think that is? I think that's that's a military. What's that say? PA? Is that a P and that's an A? I don't know. I don't know is the truth. I will that's homework for tonight. We've just stopped for a very civilised cup of coffee in a field, deck chairs, we're not roughing it. And I've just had a look at this cat badge. I borrowed Steve's glasses, and so it's got a PA in there, PA, and it's on a horn or bugle. And I've just had a quick Google, and the PA stands for Prince Albert, and this is the insignia, the cat badge, or it's part of. There should be a bit more up here which is broken off, but this is the lower section of a Somerset Light Infantry cat badge. So that's what the PA stands for. That's quite nice. So apparently this regiment, the Somerset Light Infantry, they had various different names between 1685 and 1959, and then in 1959 it kind of joined up with the Duke of Cornwall's Light Infantry, and they then formed the Somerset and Cornwall Light Infantry. So everyday school day. So I quite like that. I've never had one of them before, so I'm rather pleased with it. Soil out of that hole on my shovel. Haven't even got my pinpointer out yet. And look what I can spy just there. A nice little form of something round. There's another one. Oh, this one's quite good on the detail. Tell you, I've had a right little hot spot here. Very nice. Oh, I've just seen it. There we go. Oh, I know what that is. That is a rather lovely Roman coin. Let's get some light on this. Okay. So have a little look at the man on the other side. Just dropped it. Oh, that is a splendid portrait. Oh, ears hurt. I've had them on for hours. That's in very good. That's been lying in the floor. This is 4th century. So that's been lying in the floor since about 320, 375, that kind of date. I mean, modern coins today, if they're in the floor longer than a couple of years, they're all rotted and corroded. Can you see his profile? That's the nicest coin I found all day. I like that a lot. Put that in my pocket, put my headphones back on, and crack on. Pity this is broken. So this is the top bar of a buckle. Really quite big. In its day, that would have looked splendid. So the buckle would have carried on around here like that. So that part. Absolute shame that that's bust. That's like bittersweet, you know, finding something really nice but it's knackered. I like that. I think I almost clouted this with a spade of shame. No, I didn't. Spade of shame is when you don't dig your target well and you smack your find with your spade. And then you put a big old scuff on it. Oh, look at him. Look at that, this evening sun. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Do you know what? I couldn't imagine doing a better hobby than the hobby I've got. I really couldn't. I've got my fella up there, look. You see that little point to it? There. Little dot on the horizon there. We've got this. Seriously, there's not a better hobby. There's really not. Another Roman, 4th century. They're always the same on here. Or occasionally you'll get a really early one, but just makes you feel happy.